Trovon, just tell me about the scrimmage, how'd it go?
Very tiresome, man. It was real laid back. People really, we see where our team chemistry at. We building, trying to get better every day.
How would you describe the offense today? How'd y'all do?
I'll say we did average. Could have did better. We got things to work on, but that's why we practice.
Of the receivers that were out there, anybody makes the big plays? Anybody catch your eye?
Yes, sir. Everyone did their job. Everyone did what they were supposed to do. We all try to make plays when plays was there to make. You know, we just trying to get better and better every day.
And how about Kyle Frazier? Talk about how you did today.
Kyle, he becoming a leader. Like when the offense was down and the defense was, you know, making big plays, Kyle stepped up and you know, he motivated the team. And that's when the offense picked up.
What was the focus for you guys? Run, pass? Were y'all trying to get after?
We really were trying to run the ball, but there was a lot of moving parts and everything didn't line up. So we just got to look at the film and get better.
What do you think about this group of true freshmen that just came in?
They're pretty good. They're hard workers. They got a long way to come, but that takes coaching and like just taking the coaching and playing hard. But I feel like they got a strong work ethic.
How do you think you're progressing? Are you ready to step in and be a starting left tackle in the SEC?
Yes, sir. It's just like I'm physically ready, but I got to get my mind right and just like focus on the things that I need to work on. But we got a few more weeks, but got to get that together before the first day.
Other guys on either defense or offensive side of the ball stand out to you?
The linebackers. You know, we haven't had good days until today, and like I said, I was excited to see us get out there, get aligned, and communicate and make plays. We stopped the run pretty well. There was just a few, like I said, a few explosive plays that hurt us in the end.
Did you feel like the linebackers got better today?
I did. The linebackers got better today. We were getting aligned, and you know, we were getting our run fits, and you know, we were learning. Like I said, we were learning concepts. We were learning how the leverage works on defense, and we were able to communicate and execute that.
What do you see from the younger linebackers like Chris Frost and Castle?
You know, they're young. They've still got a long way to go. It's just they just got to keep working at it. They can take reps.
Where are you right now?
I feel good. 300, 305. You know, weight's good. Of course, you can't be in game shape unless you keep playing. So you know that's gonna come. You know, keep practicing. Coming off a good summer. But as far as the mental part, you know, I feel like I got most of the plays down along with some of the other guys. Mental errors are gonna come, but as long as you play full speed, and get to the ball, I feel like everything else is fine-tuned itself.
I know that obviously in a scrimmage when the quarterbacks aren't live, it's hard to judge defensive line play. From what you were able to gather, how the D-line and the unit played tonight?
D-line did real good. We always tell Coach Shizz, to get his whistle ready. He says he's the one who's going to determine if a sack is a sack. I know I managed to get one, Ken managed to get one, D managed to get one. A lot of the linebackers and safeties on blitzes, we're able to get some. So it hurts. It hurts the quarterback's not being live. That's how a whole team, whole stadium, whole fan base can determine, when a sack happens. But as far as Shizz blowing the whistle, I think he did a good job today. I heard about 8 or 9 sack whistles. So
can you tell me? You said a couple of defensive lineman names, but outside the defensive line, offense or defense, who are some other players that you thought had a pretty good night?
Tonight, Sammy had a real good night. I'm not gonna say he had a problem with dropping balls, but besides his physical and mental abilities, they're all through the roof. Sammy has ability like no other. He's a young guy who can only, the sky's the limit. So he did a good job catching all his balls. Kyle did a good job making those throws, so they connect. I couldn't really focus on offense too much besides defensive ball. Jermaine Whitehead had a real good day from what I've been hearing from Coach Van Gorder, Ryan Smith, Chris Davis, and Jake Holland really impressed me today. Through practice, he's been struggling, not so much, but to the point where Van Gorder really been staying on him. And just like Pet went on the D-line, we all been struggling some, but Jake Holland had a real good day too.
What's the competition like on that D-line right now?
It's like no other. It's like no other in the country, I can promise you that. We got 3-4 deep rotations, and like Coach Van Gorder said, he really doesn't know who the 2 inside guys is. He doesn't really know who the 2 ends are, but from a standpoint, I mean, we're just so deep. You know, the depth is it's exciting to be in a room with such talented guys. You know, to know that you're gonna get the best out of every one of them.